and without saying queen all the time, and like I think that's just been trending lately, like really embracing the black woman or the woman, really embracing them and calling them queens, which they always been queens,
right?
But I feel like older men will get on us about, young brother, open the door for the lady,
Right.
young brother, do this and do that. Why you doing this and she like this? You know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like they generation was taught the proper way to treat a woman and to, treat a woman. So, but you was saying before, what about when they was younger? Was they doing?
Well,
was they doing that when they was younger, when they was in their 20s, or was they still being little?
I have to disagree with you on that.
Boys.
I have to disagree with you on that one because if we talk about our parents back when they was young, or back in their day, women beating was okay.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like they used to beat their women. Like if you like
control
think
women.
Think about like Ronald Isley, Ike Turner, of course.
Yeah.
Every R&B artist or every artist back in the day, if they had a woman in their crew, I guarantee that woman got beat. That ain't how you treat no queen.
I do agree with you on that one.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like
I think that's what's killing my argument because they treated their women more like, hey, I run this, you just clean, you just do this, I got this.
Exactly.
You don't speak, you speak when I tell you to speak.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it might not be the majority.
Exactly. But you have to gotta look at too. Comes time, comes wisdom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when they at their age, they just beating women, blah 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 blah, and then now they like, oh shit. When they get older, they like, oh snap, this is.
They learned their lesson. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now the younger generation
they
today,
learn from.
They not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? You might see a hiccup here and there, but it also could too be that for one, you got the Me Too movement. Two, they are really, really big on domestic violence.
You killing me right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
I'm just saying.
You killing me. Oh man.
I'm just saying they got really big on domestic violence. So, yes, today chivalry
is back.
You know what I'm saying? But back in the day, we didn't have chivalry. Like I said, my pops didn't teach me how to raise, how to treat a woman. Like I had to realize at this, like if we're gonna be totally honest, in 2019, I realized how the fuck I was towards a woman. Now that I'm able to open my eyes and again grow and evolve and with wisdom to see that what I was doing back in the day was not how you treat a queen, especially our black queens. Now I know, okay, I was doing that shit all wrong.
I think what could happen, what is if you saying is back, I think what could have happened was, I hate using the term woke, man, but hey, I think we grew up seeing what our fathers, like some of our fathers was on point with their women and our mothers or our stepmothers or whatever, and how they treated women. Some was treating them the way they supposed to be treated. Some wasn't, and the ones that wasn't probably was the majority.
Right.
And the young guys, or the when we was younger or younger than us, they see the father like doing this and doing that. Like I'm not going to do that. I'm not
going to do that. Yeah.
So when they got old enough to become early 20s, mid 20s, they like, I'm gonna do better than my father did or my stepfather. I'm not gonna be beating my lady. I'm gonna treat her the proper way. But of course, we still have a lot of they call them fuck boys, but we still have a lot of fellas that kind of just don't care. You know what I'm saying? And they be the ones that just can't keep it in their pants. You know what I'm saying? But that's another day. We're gonna have a topic about why men cheat as much, black men cheat, and why women cheat. Like what we got in mind, what we got in mind to dissect that. But I'm just saying, like, I think you could be right, man, because like they learn from the mistakes of older men. But I was just getting at a point that the older men, I felt like, really cater more to their women, paying for this, putting all the money into stuff, taking care of the house. The whole concept of of the man was to protect and provide.
Right.
And they really made sure, I don't care how many damn jobs I have to work, I'm going to make sure we got the money to do that. And I know, reason I say the younger generation is lazy because most of the younger men now are selfish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They too busy worried about themselves that they not caring about, hey, you need this paid for, I'm going to pay that for you. Don't worry about paying for nothing. I got you. I feel like the older men, but they have to evolve. They have to evolve.
But is the younger generation lazy or are they smart?
Why you say that?
Hear me with this. All you got to do is just go viral.
On what?
On social media, right? You go viral on social media because that's what the younger generation doing. Hell, that's what we're doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you go viral on social media, YouTube will pay you bread. So all you gotta do is just sit here, get your phone, blah 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 blah, and then boom, I just made 50,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To them, to us, the people that go to work every day, that's lazy. To them, they working. So it's easy for them to just take money and just cash it out on women because all they gotta do is make another video and it goes viral and they get paid again.
But are they putting that money to the women though, or they keeping it to themselves?
Some of them are. Some of them are. I see a lot of them. I see a lot of men. You know what I'm saying? Cash off of women. You know what I'm saying? Not for no sex, and no, they just cash off for their women.
My whole concept about that is the young boys. And I say young boys, y'all. I'm thinking like I'm 31, so I'm thinking like 5 years under me and below. So
right.
But I really feel like the ones that actually do that got that from their fathers.
Right.
So the ones that put their money into their women and really buy them this and buy them that and really don't care about themselves to make sure they straight, I feel like they got that lesson from their father, which is the older generation. That's why, that's what I think.
Well, so I say this, like going back into, I'm gonna go through generations to generations. Okay. The reason why I say the younger generation, because again, we can go off of music. Music, they ain't talking about. They too busy talking about. They too busy doing. They too busy killing themselves, man, because they doing all these leans and perks and all that shit. Yeah. So they really ain't got time for females, right? But if you want to go back like to like the OJs or the Temptations, the Fires, they talk about beating women, cheating on women. Like think about when was Pimps born? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That like look how they was talking to their women. Like you know what I'm saying? Then so they would beat on their women, right? They'll beat their women. That's a phase. So then the next phase comes where so we'll see Pops or somebody. Not saying us, but we'll see Pops beat on a woman. Well, we're not gonna do that. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk down to them and make them feel like they the scum of the earth by calling them bees and hoes and all that type of shit, all the shit that we can do to tear them down, right? But then this generation more so uplifts black women, but where not me and you at our age is like, well, hell yeah, our black queens. But back in the day, we probably was like, man, fuck that, but you know what I'm saying?
That's true, but and I know a lot of people itching because I know they what I'm about to say is still true. You still have, like, I was literally just listening to Young Thug and a couple others, Moneybagg Yo, Black Youngster. Come on, y'all know Black Youngster. Yeah. So they still got your variety. Yeah. They still saying it, and most of the time they not like saying they basically putting it in a different way. They just mentioning private parts. They mention I F this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So they saying it still, but it's more so about smashing chicks and leaving them.
Yeah.
Not beating them, not you know, so now this generation, the females, they look at that like, y'all just say whatever about us, and y'all say all this and that, say that. So now the women, they got Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
And you know, they still got the newer female artists that's saying what they saying about dudes. Like, so now, man, that's a whole nother topic. But they, just to touch on it, the females, they feel more like it's a fair fight now, because the females now are saying these niggas is dogs.
But they've been calling us that for years, though.
I mean, besides the dogs, they now the men, we have a thought like, damn, all these girls thighs now. Like,
but you know, we put them in a position though.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. So now that's what I'm saying. They feel like it's a fair fight now. They got these females coming back at us like they just effing us and
these
leaving.
Females are the new niggas now.
Yeah.
But what it is it's a defense mechanism.
I believe so.
Okay, so they're in defense mode because
we've been doing this for years.
Yeah, man.
We've been doing
for
this
years.
And now female rappers are like on the top right now. They on top. Man. They on top.
The whole female game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just
But that's another podcast.
Yeah, man. But they just, like I said, it's a defense mechanism, and I mean, they feel like they just basically just tired of our bullshit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we don't even have to necessarily be on bullshit. Yeah. Like I talk to like you could like pick and choose out of females that if a dude is really trying to show you a good time or show you that he really is into you, they won't believe you at all. They won't believe you at all.
I think they ruin some females are ruined, and I think that's what that come from them being ruined from the next man or the man previous. I mean, but yeah, I believe now since social media is the biggest thing in the world, women they have more of a voice, so us men have ears to listen to it. So now it's not just girl talk. The girl talk is now put into the universe. It's put into where we can hear it. So the men, we sitting there with our hands on our chin, like, that's what they be thinking. Yeah. So let me not do that then. Yeah. You know, so that's why I agree and disagree, but I agree on the part that the younger generation is more in tune with chivalry. Because they seeing the women complaining about this and that. Yep. And
but that comes with social media, that's social media.
Because before the social media,
we had nothing. Yeah, man.
And that's the death in the life of social media. Like, I mean, people can really lose their life. People can really lose they self in social media, but also it can help them. You know what I'm saying? In a way, it can be very beneficial, especially if you're trying to make some money. It's the new way to make money nowadays, especially if you're into creative. But it's also a death. Like social media can kill a lot of characters.
Yes, it can.
Especially if you go viral in the wrong way, and people see you in the wrong way that you know you ain't about that life. So I don't know, man. I still got my point, but I definitely understand what you mean when you say it's back because of social media, and more men are seeing these things now compared to just hearing it through their sister, like hearing her sister and her friends talk about these dudes out here just dogging us. We need a voice, and social media now is their voice.
And their voice,
they out here,
and even the dudes not gonna listen to their sister. They just you just talking stuff,
and they continue to do what they do.
Yep.
But I think now from here on out,
chivalry. So can we now agree after having this conversation that chivalry? Because we had this conversation, man. We had this conversation last Monday, man, and he was like, "Man, no, man, they new generation don't know about that." I said, "Bruh,
save it for the
I said, wait till we had a show. We can agree that chivalry is not dead.
Chivalry is not dead.
Hey, man.
It's not dead.
Hey, man.
They hanging on the edge, man.
They hanging on the edge.
They hanging on the edge, but they got that one big toe, man, that's hanging them on, bro. They got that one big toe,
man.
But they can pop. They can use that big toe to pop on up and walk on off that edge, man, and then from here on out, it'll be on point, man. All these men get their life together and treat these women the way they should be treated.
Facts. Well, man, episode 2.
Yes, sir.
Yep.